Hey guys, JK here. Wanted to cover a few topics that were relevant and current. I wasn't able to post yesterday because I was pretty sick, came down with a stomach bug, and felt pretty woozy all day. But I'm pretty sure by now everybody was aware of the emergency maintenance that happened for me last night. Basically, the game was pretty much unplayable for a while. It kept crashing, it kept freezing up, giving me this weird like process has been duplicated error or something like that. And people were kind of freaking out because, first of all, the game was more or less unplayable. Also, if they were making in store purchases with gems, it would crash and they wouldn't know if they got their items or not, or the gems would be gone. So people were upset, obviously, and then the maintenance went a little bit longer than usual. But thankfully, it seems like Gumi is definitely learning and listening to the community and actually cares about what people want because the compensation is actually going to be very, very good. We're getting a 5-star unit summon ticket, 4-star gear summon ticket, rare equipment 10 summon ticket times 3, gold ingot 20, which is the equivalent of 1.6 million zenny, and then gems times 500, which is really good. I don't know how anybody could possibly complain about that. Saw a couple people demanding 5,000 gems, which is clearly a little bit unreasonable, I think, but I don't know how anybody in the right mind could not be happy about the compensation. They finally got it right. I mean, I think that we need to get props where props are due. Gumi definitely did a good job this time. The game seems to be running fine now. I already collected my compensation, and I'm going to go ahead and do some of the polls later in this video. But I also wanted to show just some of my progress lately. I did the step 3 for Sheeta and Shakina, and I got Sheeta. Actually, I got both of them in my last pull. I didn't record it because, I mean, it was just one pull and it was the guaranteed one anyway. Didn't really warrant a separate video, but I've been playing around with Sheeta a lot. It's actually really hard to build her up because this Gigant Axe can't be purchased from the store, and you need to farm up these from the levels, 20 AP each, so that's like a good amount of runs. Probably like a total of, I don't know, 800 AP just to get one of these. So yeah, she's stuck at job 9 for now, but when you look at the recommended setup in the news where they show the characters and everything, they actually recommend basic axe, which I thought was a little bit curious because I was thinking, how could you possibly not want to have basic combat if you had that available to you for charge up and things like that? But it turns out a lot of the cool abilities are actually in basic axe. Tomahawk is the long range like throwing ability where she throws her axe. Warcry is a nice support ability that raises her allies' physical attack around her. Blade Cyclone, again hitting enemies around her and then raises her own agility. Some cool stuff here. So I can see how there would be a little bit of a dilemma choosing between the two because it's a little bit tricky because she doesn't really have a way to have really high attack. Like, she doesn't have any good passives like overdrive, nor does she have the ability to use charge up if you go with basic axe. But I don't know, there's some like, I would have to play around with it more to see what the optimal setup is. Plus, I don't have J2 unlocked anyway for now, but hopefully maybe I can pull another copy of her. And then the regular axe abilities, she has the single target stuff here, mobile style where she gets to boost her move and defense, which I guess could be situationally useful if she's trying to close in the distance on some long range enemy or far away enemy. Leap slash is the most interesting for me. It's basically like a jumping cast time grand cross with a huge range, 7x7 cross. So yeah, I mean, this definitely has some potential. It's a little bit tricky because, you know, it doesn't have any scope within the area. It's just the cross itself, but I mean, that could definitely be a very useful ability. The charge time isn't too bad. And then Revenge Crush, which gets more powerful the lower your HP is. Obviously, I haven't used it yet because I haven't unlocked it, but I would imagine that that would get pretty strong as well. So, pretty interesting character. Gonna play around with her a little bit more, maybe do a spotlight at some point. My turfing is job 3. I got her at the job 3 in like just a day or two. Actually, like a little over a day. If you just dedicate yourself to doing that, it's pretty easy, and then Holy Cavalier can be unlocked. I'm gonna slow down a little bit as far as getting her shards and everything, but I'm definitely gonna get her up to 85 before the event is over. So it should be a pretty solid tank. And then of course, as we know, in the future she's gonna become really good once she gets her upgrades. Most of you probably already know this, but as far as farming and everything goes, you want to do episode 3 for the Tearfing shards, episode 5 for the Leviathan L weapon shards, which I haven't transmitted yet, but I'm going to do that at some point because free 5-star weapons are obviously worth it. So that's pretty cool. Story wise, I finished the story because I was mainly grabbing for those milestone rewards. All those ingots and apples were very helpful with all the new characters that I was building up. I was constantly running out of apples and Zenny. The story itself was it was okay. I mean, the first part with Edgar was definitely a lot better. The writing was really interesting, the character development, all the stuff that was going on. This latest installment was basically just like drive. Oh no, guard drones up ahead. Fight, drive, more guard drones up ahead, fight, and then so for like basically that's like 3/4 of the story. But yeah, I mean, it was worth it obviously for the rewards. And anyway, that's pretty much it. I already covered the maintenance and all that, so why don't we go ahead and do some of those summons, because if I somehow get super lucky and get like actually, I don't think it's possible to get the collab units, but we'll see what we get here. So 5-star unit summon ticket. Let's go ahead and use that. I might actually do the another pull on the Shakina banner, because I do want that job too for Shida. Alright, so we already know that this is going to be 5-star. Hopefully all that downloading is a good sign. Maybe it's a Shen Mei or something. Or Flamo. I was just about to say that. It's basically a unit that I didn't have, and those are like 2 of the only ones. So that's kind of cool. Okay. I wish I had job 2 for him, because job 2 is pretty good and usable, but that's okay. And do I have anything else? I forgot what else I got there. Nah, I'm not gonna do the rare equipment stuff. So, you know what? I will do this one, because again, I'm hoping for another Shida for that job too. So let's go ahead and do that. If I can get the job too, I think that'd be pretty fun. Well, it's not even guaranteed that I'll get a red, so we'll see. But I have had some luck lately. Oh no, not this time. That's only fair. I've had so much luck on these banners. Okay, Rahu, always useful. I'm actually kind of hoping for some Chihaya shards, because I have her almost up to job 3. Or Lucian, of course. Zengetsu, can't complain about that. Yeah, I'll just skip the rest. Alright, well, that's pretty much it for this video. I kind of covered a wide range of random stuff. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys there, but yeah, the maintenance was done well, I think. The game seems to be running well, and the compensation was more than fair, so I'm very happy about that. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come, and a sign that Gumi has been listening and trying to improve. So, let's give props where they are due, and, be happy about it. See you guys next time, and we'll look forward to the multiplayer event coming up on the 25th, where we can actually start farming for Mazumune, because I've been having some multiplayer withdrawal lately. There's really nothing else going on in there, so it's kind of dead right now, but yeah, we'll just get everything else done in the meantime, and be ready when it comes. See you guys next time.